We are live in the go. Everybody, welcome to, once again, to Politics with the Princess. And we are live. And today our topic is Mean Girls. Hello, do we have a caller? Hey, caller. You probably, I think this is Ivy. Ivy, did you have anything?
It's Ivy.
Okay, just give us a second, Ivy. So today our topic is Politics with the Princess. On Politics with the Princess is Mean Girls. So in this topic, we want people to call in, and we want to know your experiences. We want to know your good experiences and maybe a bad experiences. Who helped pour into you, right? And do you think why do you think women are mean in certain industries? I guess, well, in any industry that you're in. Like, why do you think they feel that they have to be mean, and hold you down, and scared to share information with you? What is the reasoning behind that? So, Ivy, welcome to the show. Welcome to Politics with the Princess. You want to get started and tell us a little bit about your story? Have you had experience with a mean girl?
Yeah, like more often than not, I've had experience with the mean girl, and it's crazy because it kind of geared me in the direction to be the mean girl. Well, perceived as the mean girl, I should say.
How is that? I'm trying to understand.
Okay, like different encounters that I've had with women. As far as just the shade overall. Don't do this, don't do that, don't look like this, don't be like this. Just a lot of nitpicking, whether it was in the professional setting or in the political realm. And I've experienced a lot, just a lot of shade of being who I am, what I stand for, my history, my background, and everything. But it kind of shifted me in the direction to be more assertive. So now sometimes I'm perceived as that mean girl, like, dang, why you tripping? I'm like, no, because it's to the point where I'm just not taking.
So you handle your experiences by mean girl being mean to you. You handle your experiences, it seems like, by becoming more closed in, and then now people perceive you as being mean girl, basically, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Because now I'm just like, nope, I'm going to speak my mind, I'm going to say what I got to say, I'm going to stand in my truth, and either you're going to like it, you're going to love it, or you're not going to mess with it at all.
But just let me know this. I'm going to let you know something really quick. You can speak your mind, you can say your truth and all that stuff without even seeming mean. But I guess it depends on how the person perceives it, right?
Right.
But yeah, you can speak your mind and say your truth because it's the way you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It's how you say it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning that sometimes.
Okay, well, thank you for calling in. If you have anything else, we're going to need you to call back in. Once you hear us get on this show, get on the road. And so I want to introduce my lovely co-host, Tony.
Hi, everybody.
And then, every week we're going to... Hello, do we have a caller?
I don't think so.
And, every week we are going to have a topic where we discuss a black business. With this week, we have Karen. Karen Thornton, and Karen Thornton business is one that's very unique. It's the Detroit Delivers. Karen, can you tell us a little bit about Detroit Delivers?
Yes, Detroit. Thank you so much for having me on your lovely show, Miss Tashawna, Political Princess. Detroit Delivers is a personal planning and etiquette service company. We specialize in business formation services, and we have a tagline. Our mission is do what you do best, and we'll handle the rest, meaning you stay in your lane, we'll jump in and help polish you up.
Ooh.
And we empower and transform and uplift and inspire women all over the world, diverse, of course, and it's something I love to do.
So in Detroit Delivers, just because I know you very well, and I know Karen is very nice, very generous, very calm, ridiculously calm all the time. And so, how have you experienced a mean girl, and what was your reaction to that? Like, how did it affect you, and what was your reaction to that?
My reaction to that was perfect example. Michelle Obama. What does she say all the time? When people
go low,
you go
high.
high. So I'm just like, I never use my energy on people who act ignorant, because God has so many blessings in me that I don't have to. That's on them if they want to show up and show out and act a fool. That's not me. They can have that and they can have their space. That is not my space. My
Hello?
space is.
Hello, we have
Hello.
a caller. Hey, how are you? What is your name?
It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? And Sarah, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Northern Michigan.
Northern Michigan. Been up there a couple of times. So, Sarah, do you have any mean girl experiences that you want to tell us about?
I've had a few, and what absolutely is dumbfounding about it is that I'm not just talking about when I was in school. I'm talking about in the workplace.
Wow.
So these are grown women.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I was targeted when I worked at a daycare of all places. This was like 10, 12 years ago. And this girl was just on me. Everything I did was wrong. And I made it known to my boss, as did other coworkers, like, hey, this isn't okay. And nothing was done. It got to the point where I called my boss at home on a Saturday and said I quit.
Oh, so that's what I was going to say. How did you handle it? You quit. Oh, okay. So have you ever had a woman that you've met that is just poured into you, the opposite of a mean girl? Like, we know you had a mean girl experience. Have you ever had a positive experience with a female that at a job or any position that has helped you climb a ladder to get somewhere else?
You know, yes, and it's funny, I actually haven't met this woman in person, but I have been very inspired by our governor and how she stood up to not necessarily the mean girls, but bullying in general in her line of work. And she does it without being nasty. She does it with dignity. And her standing up for herself has inspired me to do the same in my own life.
Right.
And,
I love it.
You know, I get a lot of inspiration from her.
Actually,
I've had a lot of coworkers that have just embraced me and my differences and made me feel like it's okay to be myself.
It's so okay to be yourself, just so you know. So
yes.
It's so okay to be yourself. And just so you know, the governor is the one person that I would name too, and I know her well. But that is the total opposite of a mean girl. She literally pours into you and wants to pull out your craft and accepts all.
She lifts everybody up.
So that's our governor. So let's talk about Tony. Thank you for calling in, Sarah. If you think of anything else, call us back. The number is 313-355-6018. Right? Oh, we want to say 18 instead. Nice. And I just want to remind you all that you are listening to Politics with the Princess on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest radio station in the world, streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe and follow. Call-in number is 313-355-6018. Call in and let us know your experiences with a mean girl in any field that you're in. We want to know. I seriously want to know. This is a topic that affects me, and I will tell you guys my experience. But call in. We want to know your experience. But I also want to know what woman that you have met that has poured into you. I mean, we have the mean girl experiences, but what about the women that has helped us climb to the tops? Call in and say their names. Let's hear some names.
I'll give you
okay,
right off the
give
top.
me some names.
Christiane Sims Malone, Regina Ann Campbell, Monica Wheat.
And what did they all do for you?
They will sit and talk to you. They'll give you a fine detail as a startup. They will just open up and embrace you with love and wisdom and knowledge.
Okay.
And today they are still moving forward and they're fluent and they're still doing what they're designed to do.
Okay. You got a name to say?
Dree Cooper.
What did Dree Cooper? Oh, Dree! What did Dree Cooper do for you?
Baby, she poured into me so much and allowed me to be myself around her.
She brings out whatever you... She encourages people to bring... And this is a shout out to Dree Cooper. If Dree Cooper is out there, you tell her to call in. Because we shouting her out. And she hates to be shouted out. She likes to be in the background and dark. But we're going to pull her to the front, right? Dree Cooper pulls out anything that you think is an imperfection. She encourages you to believe that it is.
It's everything.
It's everything, honey. That is your thing. What are you talking about? You can sell that thing. So that's Dree. No, that's Dree Cooper.
Seriously, Dree, because before
and
I
it
met
comes
Dree, I was
with a whole bunch
so
of
insecure.
Yeah, she does that. But she won't let nobody do it for her, which is weird. And so I have a number of names, but I do have. Ivy said something interesting. She said her mean girl experience forced her to be more closed in and appear to be a mean girl. I had a mean girl experience when I first entered politics. And so I won't say the name because we're not giving her praise, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I first entered the political world, the first campaign I worked on, it was this lady that I used to assist and work with. And she was just so mean, right? But she was nice to get me to come to work with her, right? Although I was graduating from college and I really didn't have time, but she talked me into working with her. But, like, I live all the way far in Woodhaven. She lives in Detroit. At 11 o'clock at night, she'll ask me to bring papers to her. Now, I don't have to do this because I got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm still, but just like we will go somewhere and somebody will ask my name and she would say her name is, like it was that type of vibe. But then I met this incredible lady. Her name was Elma Stallworth, right? And Elma Stallworth, I told everybody this story, looked at me and told me that I will be this great organizer. I will be this great thing in politics and all this stuff. And I'm like, you are crazy. You are loony. I love you, but you're crazy because I don't even like people. So it's impossible that I will ever have a group working with people, support a group working with people, do anything with people. That is an impossible statement. I was the person that went to college and did all, like, if the teacher say, 10 of y'all got to write a 100-page paper, it'll be me writing the paper. I'll be like, don't worry about it. We're going to get an A. I just didn't want to be around. I trusted myself. Mm-hmm. So for her to see something in me and then not only did she see it, she gave me the tools and poured into me to, to become what she saw, right? Never asked for anything back. Just let me pour into me and let me go off and grow. Never said never none of that. So that was but the first experience, when I had that first horrible experience, the one thing that I put in my mind was that I would never, ever, ever place that experience on any other woman. You get what I'm saying? Every woman that I meet, if they are willing and able, I will pour into them. If I see it, I'ma say it. Because I felt like I was in an abused relationship. Like, it was like, I felt so like, that has you feeling when you're at a workplace and they really, really do everything to try to keep you down. Even though you really don't know you got that spark, it's a horrible feeling. And I said I would never want anybody else to feel that way. So anybody I ever come across, I made a thing with myself. Anybody I ever come across to, anybody I ever bump into, they will feel love. They will know that they're special. And, if they're not with it, okay, bye. But my energy will always be positive that I'm giving out. Yep.
Give me a hug because you said the right thing. That's so true.
Definitely
that.
And that was 2013. And it's 2021. And I just never, I don't think you have to be mean to hold a top spot. Right. I do not believe in that. I do not believe there only should be one leader in a group. I am the type of woman that want 10 bad bitches next to me. I don't want to be the only one. Because if I'm the only one and I should fall, who is going to help me get back up?
Yes.
Why would you want to be the only one? That's a horrible group. But we want to hear your experiences. Please call in. The phone number is 313-355-6018. We want to know your mean girl experiences, but also shout out the women who have poured into you. Say their names. I want to hear their names. Do we have any more names that we want to talk about? I have Elma Stallworth. But then I have this lady named Wanda Black. Do y'all know Wanda Black?
I don't.
Okay. She has a business like you had. You know, it was like a concierge business, right? But low key, she was a great organizer on campaigns. And she had a husband. We just called him husband because she never said his name. No, literally. She just called my husband. So we just say, hey, husband. Like, I can't even. He calls me goddaughter, and I don't even know his name. I don't know his name. It's me. Because we know him as husband. But Wanda Black was with Elma Stallworth, and they both, like, just taught me how to organize, taught me how to treat people. Like, she had a concierge business, right? To where you have to cater to people. And so that's another one throughout my career. Abenal Hogan. Do y'all know Abenal Hogan?
I don't.
Oh my God. We got to take you to political history class.
We do.
Abenal Hogan worked for Kathy Garrett. She is not with us anymore. She just passed away. But she used to be with Ray Solomon a lot. Do you know Ray Solomon?
I don't.
These are the legends in politics, who also has poured into me, but he's a man. So we're not going to talk about men. We're talking about women, right? But Abenal Hogan was the one that really, really, really took me under her wing. And her, along with this guy named Bruce Feaster, who's another man, took me, like, everywhere. And basically opened me up and let me know my power. So I've been touched and blessed by Yvonne Cash. Do you know Yvonne Cash?
I don't.
Oh my God. We gotta. You're in politics, so let me just tell you first.
I'm a baby at politics.
Okay, so guess what? First thing gotta happen. History lesson, because you have to know the history in order to even take over the game. You have to know the history, but respect the history, the good and the bad. But like respect it, soak it in, and love it. We have a call, you guys. Hello, caller. Welcome to Politics with the Princess. Who are we speaking with?
Harrison Shelby.
Hey, Harrison. How are you today? And congratulations. Harrison Shelby is an African-American leadership nominee.
Yeah.
Yes. So, congratulations, Harrison. And have you experienced the mean girl? Because men get it too now. Have you experienced the mean girl, mean guy, you know?
I have in the nonprofit world. I've worked in different nonprofit jobs, and I've experienced that as far as like women that are leading the nonprofits and like the space as far as like valuing the ideas of men. And at first I was kind of like turned off by it, but I was like, I seen it happen in one job, and then I went to the next and it happened. I was like, okay, this is becoming a trend.
Wait, he said it's a trend. So this is like, okay, this is becoming a trend.
Yeah. Because I've experienced it like 3 times, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just me. At the first time, I was like, okay, so it's got to be something there. But politics, I've had a good experience. Coco really poured into me. I met her.
Wait, we didn't catch the name. What was the name?
Sherry Gay Danyogo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I just happened to go. I didn't even know who my state rep was at the time, and I just went to one of her coffee hours. I think she was already a year into office, and then after that, she just really poured into me, and I just started helping her and volunteering with her different meetings and different things, events in the community and stuff like that. So
yeah, she goes very hard, and once you sign on to her, she has no problem with sharing and opening up and even answering phone calls in the middle of the night and all of that. So say her name one more time before you hang up, Harrison.
Sherry Gay Danyogo.
Okay.
And she would call me at 5 a.m. like, get over my house. We got this to do and this. And so I just love her, and she treats me like I'm one of her sons. And I just wanted to uplift her and join the conversation.
Thank
but
you for
you
calling
ladies
in with
have
that.
a great day.
You have a great day too, nominee. See you Sunday.
Alrighty.
Okay. So.
I love the fact that he brought up the Mean Girls in the nonprofit industry because I'm heavily into the nonprofits. Like, in my entire life, I've spent volunteering with my family. So I've seen it all growing up, which has caused me to become one of the Mean Girls in the past.
In the past, but you changed.
I've changed so much since then because my mindset used to be, oh, well, if it's going to be somebody at the top, why not let it be the person who's mean and assertive who can get shit done without, having anybody to fall on.
I'm about to tell y'all, look, I'm about to spit something. I always gotta, let me tell you the definition of a true leader. Let me tell you the difference. If you own a business and you have a secretary and she has been your secretary, I would say 5 years, but you know how people, like, it's a prominent business, she there for 10 years. And you don't know what she like, what she good at, don't know nothing about her family, and even your people that you've hired under you. They're still at the same level. It's only you. But the business is great, right? Y'all making money, whatever, right? But nobody else is moving up. You don't know anything about them. They ain't built nothing, they ain't branched out, right? You are a horrible leader.
Yes. You
suck at a leader.
Definitely.
A great leader is quite the opposite. And this is what I tell people, and I got a book coming out with this one in it. A great leader knows the people around them and will not allow a secretary to work for them for 10 years, or not even 3 years. You will not allow it without knowing what they're good at, what is their passion, what else they want to do. She might want to make cake. She might want to have a cake line. She might want to knit. I don't give a crap what she want to do. But a great leader, I don't care how busy you are, you take the time to know everybody that's doing something for you, uplift them, encourage them to do it. I look at leadership like an assembly line. If you are with me, in 6 months, you need to have an EIN number, a consulting business, or something to where I can contract you. You can't just follow me around and just be in my life. You have to go build something for you. But you know what that's going to do for the leader? When you go build it and do whatever you do, we're going to partner together. I'm going to contract you. We're going to do all that. But if somebody come to you and they say, well, who helped you do this? And you don't got time to help, you going to say, go to Tashawna. Tashawna helped me, and it's like a assembly line, but it's spreading love, it's spreading peace, it's spreading encouragement. Now you might have some negative Nancy's on there. That, guess what? They're going to fall off. Yes. That's why you got to have the faith. You don't have to do anything to them to make them fall off. They're just going to fall off because you understand the power of growth and growing something. And you're not just growing your business, you're growing like your spirit, your life, and everything. And that's how I really start moving. You empower people and pour into people just because you see it. If I talk to you like when I first met you, what did I say? You are a star. Because you got the spark. I mean, she probably thought this girl is crazy because people ain't like, that's what everybody always think. But if I see it, I am going to say it. You have to, when you see it, you say it. And then, and then you help that person shine just because it's the right thing to do. So we urge you all to call in and shout out. You can shout out the Mean Girl experiences, but we also want you to shout out somebody that has poured into you. Preferably a woman because we're talking about women, but if it's a guy, shout it out. You are watching Politics with the Princess on WJZZ, the coolest radio station in the world, right? You can follow us, stream us on Facebook, Twitter,
Twitch.
Yeah, and Twitch. I didn't even know it was Twitch.
Twitch is lit. I make money off
Is
Twitch.
It?
So
we gotta discuss Twitch. The call-in number is 313, you guys. 355-6018. Call in and tell us your experience about a mean girl. But also tell us what woman out there. I want to hear their names who has poured into you. Cynthia A. Johnson is another one. Cynthia A. Johnson. Come on, girl. Let me tell you something. You're going to have to do this. You don't mess up. That's just like it. You're going to sit down somewhere. You're going to do this. But let me tell you how to do it. Come over my house. Come over my house. We gonna talk. I got to make more time to talk to Cynthia. Cynthia A. Johnson pours so much knowledge into you just about the world. It's insane. Okay, so Cynthia A. Johnson is another one that has poured into me. Anybody else that has poured into you? Come here, I think y'all haven't built these careers, and I know you're new. You come from New York doing makeup and all that stuff. I know it's some mean girl stuff going on in there.
Let me tell you about the beauty.
Like wait. Like putting the cream on the face to break you out so you can't go walk that runway.
No, you will seriously think like it was a movie, all the crap that goes on behind the stage. So I started working New York Fashion Week, which is like the top of the top for any makeup artist, when I was 18. My first time ever flying on a plane, it was to New York for Fashion Week. I'm like, okay, I got this. I get there with my little tiny kit. I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy. All the girls around me are like, oh, that's the kit you have?
That's the kit? So what do you do? Why are you here?
How old are you? I'm like, oh, I'm just 18. Oh, I don't think you should be here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I always tell people that when they have bad experiences. Like, I apologize for the food that made them have a bad experience.
And then the crazy thing is, like, everybody's, like, sconing me and doing all of this. They're like, oh, don't go to that person. They're new. She's new. She don't know what she's doing. However, I was the only one who knew black girl skin tones.
Right.
And I was getting them all in and out within 25 minutes. So the director of the show was like, who are you and where did you come from? I'm like, I'm Tony.
So name, like, in the fashion world, who, like, poured into you in the fashion world?
In the fashion world, really, mainly a lot of photographers.
Okay.
And I will give it to one of my best friends who's also a publicist. Her name is Yvette. She also does, like, publicity for, like, Beyonce and stuff.
Okay.
She has poured into me so much when helping me to become a better communicator, because without that, Vivi, I don't know where I would be.
So you were a horrible communicator.
I was a horrible communicator. I would not talk to anybody. I would literally just stay in, like, my little shell and just go out into the world. And we have a caller?
Oh, we have a caller. Do we?
No.
I don't think we have a caller. Their number come up there unless they hung up. So, like I would say, let's shout out some more names for Mean Girl. Not Mean Girls, because I'm not doing. I really only had one experience like that when I first entered, because I was trying to be respectful. So I thought, is this politics? No, it can't be politics having me feel like I'm in an abusive relationship, because I was in one of those before and I really felt like abused. But I never allowed anything after that. I've never gave them my energy. It's about really controlling your energy and knowing who you are. So we're talking about Mean Girls. Have you experienced any Mean Girls in any industry that you've been in politics, in communications, in the fashion world? I would just think that would be so deadly. Like pulling out people's hair.
I know, it's deadly. It gets to the point where like you will literally go to another artist's kit, steal something that they need, and just call it that. I'm like, oh, let her fail.
Lord, that's horrible.
I've had.
And so call in. The number is 313-355-6018. We want to hear from you. You are watching Politics with the Princess on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station around town. You can follow us. You can follow us on Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. Streaming live. So check that out. And the number again is 313-355-6018. And we are talking about Mean Girls.
And I think another thing for me to step out of the meanness that I was, just oh bitch, it's all about me. I don't care if anyone else fails. In my head, I had to start asking myself, I'm like, what parts of yourself do you see in the person that you're critiquing? Why would I talk to someone else?
You just hit us with something.
I would talk to myself.
We have a caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to Politics with the Princess. Who are we speaking to?
Hi, Princess. This is Patanji. How are you guys doing today?
Patanji, how are you?
Good. I'm stuck at work. I was testing kids, but I'm on my lunch break.
Oh, so you're a teacher. She's testing kids. So,
but I'm on my lunch break.
Can you give us have you had experience with a mean girl or the opposite? Somebody that poured into you?
Well, I've had experience with both. The mean girls taught me to have tough skin so that I can pour into other people's lives and to help them and empower them. So there's a lesson in everything. So I learned a lesson. In this world, you can't have soft skin. You have to be tough.
Yes.
And then you take those mean lessons and you empower somebody else with it. And then you figure out a way where you won't be a mean girl and that you can be able to help and empower people. But there are two people that have empowered me. One is Tashawna Gill, and the second person is Dr. Deborah Hunter Harville. She's a board member.
Oh, okay.
So these young ladies have helped me just get to my momentum where I should be. And my mom is just like the best.
Man, the moms are like, first of all, your mom is so cute.
Thank you.
Yo, my happy belated birthday to your mom.
Thank
Tony's
you.
mom is like the cutest. The cutest. And I want to say for Taji is that is the person that's behind the scenes that does so much, help builds everybody's brand, everybody's career, everything. And she's working on her own stuff too. But she does so much stuff for everybody in her family who doesn't understand that, right? And she just fine with staying in the background. But that's what believe me, I understand, right? But what God does, he tells you, oh no, honey, you can't just stand back here no more. You gotta go on. So we gotta just tap her on the butt. Go on up front. She's like, no, I'm just cool back here just watching. No, honey. This is Taji. Go on up front. Because you got something that you got to share with the world. You get like your thought process, how you move. You have to share that. Your wonderful organization that I can't wait to share with the world. And that's what, look, I was a person where people didn't even know who I was. I used to do stuff on Facebook, and so I didn't join Facebook until 2013. I think it was out way before that, right? You probably weren't even born when it was out. But it was out way before that. Like I see people were on 2008 and stuff, right?
Yeah. Facebook was out in 2007.
Yeah, so I joined in 2013, and I didn't want to join, but I joined because I entered politics 2013. And so when I joined under Detroit Organizer, and then I just was, sharing the political stuff, right? And because I didn't even, it's so much so that people thought Abenal was me on Facebook. They knew Abenal had a page, but they also thought that Abenal was me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That was like, that has to be Abenal because I was sharing all Kathy stuff. But no, it was me. And then later I gradually put my pictures on there, and then now I
love her.
Right. So thank you for Taji for calling in, and we hope you keep having those wonderful experiences because but those bad experiences are what make you. Like you said, it just it just pushed me.
That's what I was
when somebody tried it, because I know you can't do nothing to me.
And that's like my mindset now. So like when somebody tells me, "Oh well, you can't do this, you can't do that,"
I go do it more.
Oh, watch me go do it 3 times better than you could ever do.
Silently. So when somebody tell me, that's how I really. When somebody tell me, or you perceive that they think you are not good enough to do a thing, I go read about it, study about it, practice about it, practice, and come back and do that thing so damn well. They be like, damn, I know. Right. That's what it does for me. This is what it does. But I've never quit anything because of a mean girl. I just maneuvered it and got the hell away from them. And then I know she sees me and be like, oh, because she actually told me when I left her, you're not going to go far in politics.
See, that's how they do. That's how they do. It's sad.
I laugh at that because it's funny now.
They get mad when they see you grow.
She said, oh, you're not going to go far in politics.
And it's true and it's real. That's what they do.
That is crazy.
That's what she told me.
But you can't let people control you with their emotions.
That's what she, So thank you for Taji, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, though. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. So we want you guys to call in. Number is 313-355-6018. We are discussing mean girls.
And if you are a mean girl, we want to...
we want you to call in and say please. Why. Ivy kind of told us she is perceived as one. Tony let us know that she used to be one. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to Politics with the Princess.
Hi, good afternoon, gorgeous people.
Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking to Jaja.
Oh, she don't got a mean bone in her body.
I love
so
her.
we know this. We love her, right? She must not be shooting the show to be calling into this show,
Right?
Oh, we're honored. Okay, so
listen, I'm relaxing, trying to get this boy stuff situated for prom. So
congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
His pictures were so dope, by the way.
Thank you.
He was
Shout out
suited
to
and
AJ
booted in
Photography,
downtown
313.
Detroit. So,
I just wanted to
Jaja,
comment on the topic.
yes, tell us, have you experienced Mean Girls? What did you do? And have you experienced the woman who poured into you?
3 things. So, one, a lot of people have assumed that I was the mean girl until they find out I'm pretty cool.
What?
Which is a bad thing amongst black women. We got to give each other a chance to get to know each other before we even make the assumption that a person is a certain type of way. And I think sometimes when you get in leadership positions, people assume that.
That's true.
Second thing is,
That's true.
Second thing is, I've experienced mean girls. I experience mean girls everywhere I go. And I love it. I love it because, there is this culture where there are women who think because they connect with other women, it makes them better than women who are not connected. And that's one of the problems that we have, because you should want to reach out to your sister and help her. We both got breasts. You got a vagina. You got to deal with a period. You got to deal with these ninjas out here, these betrayals of women. You got to deal with corporate and all of these different things. And so why would you want to intentionally? Because mean girls are intentional mean.
Yes.
They know they're mean and they move mean.
Yes.
So yeah, I've had that experience. And then women that have poured into me, man, I love so many women. I love black women, and black men too, because people who pour into you, they genuinely love you.
Yes.
You're one of the people who have poured into me, even when there was a situation that didn't work out between other parties. We still treated each other with love and respect, and we still rock with each other.
And that's one thing I always loved, that we'll talk about that. That's one thing I always loved about when they get cliquey. I don't agree with cliquey, but go ahead and finish.
But those are the type of values when you express to one another. Like Tony, I love Tony. Me and Tony, we did a lot of stuff together.
A whole lot, baby.
Maybe we'll do the stories of Tony and Jaja.
Okay? So at the end of the day, I want to see Tony succeed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's no love lost. Those are the things that you want to do when you want to see people that you genuinely care about win and be successful.
Right.
But I'm proud of y'all.
We proud of you, honey. What are you talking about? Thank you for calling in. We are honored.
Yes.
We just can't wait to come sit down in them chairs at your, in those cushions.
You're gonna be the first one there. I actually want y'all to come out to Juneteenth Jubilee, and I want you to talk about your show.
Oh, okay. Woo.
Let us
Anything
know.
you need, we will be
got it.
there. Thank
All
you,
right, I love
baby.
y'all.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay. And so she spoke to She spoke to the clicky thing. So, like, say you fall out with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so you and Karen best friends. Mm-hmm. You fall out with somebody. Or you and Karen just cool. But then you stop talking to Karen because she's talking to the person that you fell out with.
Back in the day, I would have been like, I'd have like, cut Karen off. Karen needs to go.
That's
She
not
out
what
of here.
So
She
I love that I got you in here. Because we can help you grow. I love that.
But
I
now,
love that.
more so, I'm like, okay, that has nothing to do
Nothing.
with me.
Right.
Nothing.
Her relationship with whoever is that, and my relationship with her is exactly what it is. No one can break that. No one can tell me anything about Karen.
I love it.
I'm like, okay, I don't
See,
care.
this is a person that experienced growth. But in politics, there's a lot of cliquey stuff, and people will get vicious. Like if somebody can just lie and say they don't like you, and then the whole world. So you do have to have thick skin in politics, and you really have to know yourself, because especially during campaign, because people go crazy during campaign, and I don't understand why. The candidate don't go crazy. The candidate is talking to the person that's actually running against them. They talk all the time, but y'all two fighting like animals. That does not make any sense to me. You are with Derek, and I'm with Javon, and I want Javon to win, so we hate your guts. What? No, that's, politics is vicious. Ooh, girl, don't talk to them. We running against them. Why not? Actually, like I said before, you want to go talk to them because you want to beat them, right? So in order to beat them, you have to know them. You have to know about them to even beat them. Because if you don't know anything about them, how you going to whoop their ass in politics? If you put up a wall and I don't know what the hell going on the other side of the wall, I don't know when you're doing drops. I don't know nothing about your campaign. Nothing. I want to know what's coming. So I'm going to talk to you. But I just generally think that on this mean girl topic, how do she said something else that she said she loved mean girls. You know what? I love to spread positive energy to people who think they're being mean to me. Which is tough because I used to cuss somebody out real quick. But that's negative energy. You get what you give, right? That's negative energy. Well, what you do is you say, okay, you have a great day. Or, it's different ways. And I've also even got strong enough to even support the person that thinks that they hate me. And I say think, because they don't know.
A lot of the times it's ego, and it's ego from them in a place of childhood trauma that they haven't healed. So what they need to do is ask themselves, is my ego getting in the way of my healing?
Ego is something else in politics because I've been in the hierarchy circles. You don't know who in a room that don't like each other. You have no clue. They all work together well.
Yeah, that's true.
Very well. You have no clue that they hate each other guts. They are there to do the job, make money together, and beat it. Somehow in the African American community, that is tough to do.
Right.
If I'm not working with that, I'm like, what?
That's real. That's true.
But it's so true.
Yeah, it is.
What? It's not like that in other communities and other cities. It's totally different. I swear to God, I've been in so many rooms where we're all making money, and these people actually hate each other. The only reason why I found out they hate each other is that offline they say something real slick, and I'd be like, shake my head like, wait a minute. I thought y'all were best friends.
What just happened?
Y'all was just at the bar, like, wait a minute. No, I've never liked her, but they go there for that goal, get it done, and leave. But then you have to ask yourself, why don't you not like the person? You've never met the person before in your life. You don't know anything about them.
So they'll lie. They'll create lies.
Oh, yeah. People will lie. So what do you do about when people create lies on you? What do you do?
Just let them make a fool of
Back in the day.
AKA
like a year ago.
Back in the day, says Tony.
I used to go on every social media trying to clear my name. But I'm like,
why?
That's just too much energy I'm putting into it. Let whoever think whatever, because those who really know me, know
you, right.
What do you do if somebody lie on you?
Let them just, they'll hang themselves. Just let them keep doing whatever because they'll hang themselves because, what's done in the dark will come out to the light and people will start seeing that's their behavior.
So, if somebody lies on me, I don't respond. I let them do whatever. I just said, I do exactly what you just said. What I do is, I let people be them. Yeah. One thing I know is that consistency kills all drama. Consistency kills lies. If I am consistent with you and I am a consistent good friend and all that, I don't have to worry about what Boo Boo the Fool told you. Because that's not what you've ever seen from me. Right. Consistency kills anything else. I do not respond. I ignore. Like, it's so many topics people want to know about everything about you. I don't care what they think. I can give less than a flying fiddle. I did it. And anyway, we put money in here. No cuss words today. We've been doing really good. So I can give less than a fine fiddle with some, because people will lie on you to get other people not to talk to you. They will make up whole lies that you wouldn't even. You'd be like, wait, what? That never happened to yourself.
What are you
and
saying?
again, I hang up on the person who called me with the lie. Especially if it's a person that I know that's been around me and hanging with me. Such and such said this, click. They just get hung up on. I don't even know if they know why. If they call back, they don't know that they've been hung up on. Maybe they think it's a disconnection. But I don't answer. Yeah. Because that's actually the person that is excited that it was said. But there will be mean girls out there.
Everywhere.
But there also I will tell women out there not to be a mean girl. You know, do the opposite. Take that negative energy and turn it into a positive energy. And I don't tell people something that I have not experienced. I've been a mean girl growing up, you know, but it changed real quick when my mama got a hold to me. Like, wait a minute.
And
I tell you, wait a minute, this is what you're not gonna do. So call in and let us know your experiences. Have you ever dealt with a mean girl in any workplace or wherever you work? But shout out some names. Let's get back to some names of some women who have poured into you, that have helped you on your journey, that have helped to inspire you, do great things. Just been kind to you. Let's shout out their names today. You can call in at 313-355-6018 and call in and let us know if you have been a mean girl, experienced a mean girl, and who has poured into you. Can we think of any great names that has poured into any other great names? I mean, I have so many people.
I can tell you one, Indira Glass. She used to work for a Congresswoman, Brenda Lawrence. Do you know Indira?
No, I don't.
Oh, my gosh. She is so heavenly. She'll sit and talk to you and just walk you through different little...
Oh, I got one. Leslie Love. And her last name is Love. Rep. She used to be a rep. So she's Honorable Leslie Love. And she was so laid back and so chill. And she has poured. Like... Leslie Love, The Long Conversations. Who else? Anybody else? It doesn't have to be in politics. I just know, like, I've just had a lot of good women behind the scenes pour into me in politics, and it's been amazing. Like, I haven't got this far just, I've taken some good advice, you know.
Right.
You know, I've listened to their horror stories of what not to do, what I should, you know, their history, and that way I know what not to do. If you listen to what they did, I don't want to do it.
Especially their name, their structure, and the stability.
Right.
And that's what carried them through from beginning to then, and they grew. So that's a good kudos to you that you're a listener.
Oh no, I am a one thing that is great that I love about myself is that I love history. Mm-hmm. No, you gotta love it. You look like, what? History? History is very, very important. Any profession that you choose to go in, you better learn a history about it.
Right.
You better talk to the older people that's been there doing it. Whether you consider them successful or not, they've been in that field for over 20, 30 years. So to manage to stay in that field for over 20, 30 years, they got to be doing something. And they know something. Right. So history, talk to the senior in the meeting that's just there. You know, they know the history of the whole meeting. You know why? Because they come every time. That's they like.
They got nothing else to do.
You know, the last president, you know, Arthur Smith was the president of you know, they'll detail it. But then he got in trouble, his wife did, you know, and then and you be like, whoa, and then that's connected to this family, and that's how you start finding out about families. But in any profession you in, history. If you know the history, then you can navigate the future. So we want you to know that you are watching Politics with the Princess. And we are on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. Call in and let us know your experience with dealing with a mean girl, you being a mean girl, and who has poured into you right now in this moment. Do you have any women? I have one woman that always pours into me, and I love her. Dr. Kimberly Kennedy Barrington. Man. Out of Grand Rapids, we'll say. And such an incredible lady. I mean, such a spiritual lady. But it's somehow she knows when something's wrong, she'll call, like, I got a feeling. But Dr. Kimberly Kennedy pours into all. So I have one. I have her. I have a number. I have Karen. But I have a number. Like, I have a circle of women where we encourage each other.
You need that.
That's just what he's built around me. Anybody that's negative,
safe. You feel safe.
Anybody that's negative, they disappear automatically. I don't have to cuss them out. They just don't show up.
But at least he's doing the right thing.
I don't have to cuss them out. I don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You are so protected if you are putting out the right energy. Because the energy so strong, the positive energy so strong, they can't stand it. They can't be around. Right. They cannot stand it. It's too much. I can't even deal with it. Fuck it. I can't even try to fuck her up because I can't even deal with the energy. No, literally, that's it. Fuck it, I give up. Let me go fuck with somebody else.
Like, because it's so toxic and it's so draining. You're just like, damn.
But I'm saying the positive energy is so strong that they just they like, I can't. Fuck it, it's too difficult. You need to say it right. They tried, but unbeknownst to me. Look, unbeknownst to me.
Because we sure ain't doing it.
Because we sure ain't doing it. And the people don't like that.
They don't.
But in this space right now, you got Dree. Mm-hmm. Who else?
Honestly, not that many people.
Not that
because
many.
I'm so closed off because I've been hurt so many different times before. And I'm like, you know what? I'm too young to be dealing with this. Y'all can have it.
So,
I'll just close myself in.
Well, to go to we have a card thing right here, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll pull a card and we'll ask her, there's only one. We'll have to, she wrote on them. Oh, yeah. Wait, these are the question cards. She took them out and started writing her notes on them. Like, what happened? So, wait, no, we only have one. We'll lose this one. Mm-hmm. Names? No, we can't. We did that one last year. What's yours? Read yours.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Okay. What do you like to do in your spare time? That's a question to all of us.
Me, that's easy. I'm a reader and I'm a studier because I've been trying to work on my editing for photography because, she used to be a photographer, won a few national
I didn't know
awards.
that. That's a good thing. We need one of those all the time.
Yes.
Okay. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Meditate and read. I love to read.
Okay. What do I like to do on my spare time? I love shopping. But I love watching the History Channel. Love.
I'm a History Channel type girl.
And I love watching funny movies. Like Step Brothers. Like, it'd be the movies. Like, people think I watch serious movies. Orange County. It's hilarious. Orange County. But I love Titanic. Like, I like, Pearl Harbor because it's about history.
Right.
Like, I like World War II documentaries.
Like,
I love to study Hitler because I want to know how he became to be. Hell yeah. How did this man rise to power and almost take over the entire world is a very important thing.
Have you seen Ark of War?
No. Oh. But I've loved the History Channel. Right now, I am obsessed with how food created America. And so the history of ice cream, it tells the history of different things. And so the history of ice cream was the last one, and how the popsicle was invented. Oh my God. Just a guy sitting on the porch, a guy sitting on the porch mixing some flavor drops with some water. His mom called him in. Overnight it froze. He came out, and it's the popsicle.
That is amazing.
Hell yeah. History Channel. So
I didn't know that. You just like me. That's me.
I like to be at home. That's it. Me. If I'm not out, I am at home with my door closed. Yeah. So that's what I like to do. Our last thing we will talk about the African, because we only got just probably about 5 more minutes left. So we will talk about something that's coming up. It's the African American, the Backyard Boogie first. So the Backyard Boogie is here at the radio station, right, you guys? And everybody's welcome. And it's the theme this Sunday is every Sunday, and the theme this Sunday is the Northern Soul. So it's not this Sunday. It's May the 30th, and it's from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the address is 19730 Rothstein, Detroit. And it's free admission, free food, but you gotta bring your own. You gotta bring your own beer. BYOB, right? Is bring your own beer.
Bring your own booze.
Booze. See, I don't drink. That's another thing. I've never had alcohol in my life. So I'm like, what is that? Tasha Owens and the Staple Dudes are a band. And it's an open mic jam. And it's adults only. So if you want to be a poet, if you think you're a poet, if you think you're a singer and all that, it's an open mic jam. And it's the best fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and greens around town, right? And it is right here at the radio station again, 19730 Rothstein, Detroit. Just pull up, bring your lawn chair. You can bring your grill and have your own food, or you get some of these people free food. I don't know, but I get some free food. Anyway, come and hang out with the crew. The next thing is the African American Leadership Awards. Okay, so it's usually in February, but this year we are doing it in June. And when I say we, the African American Leadership Institute, right? And so it is a Juneteenth celebration. And it starts on June the 17th and ends on June the 20th. Now, the African American Leadership Awards, most of you have already seen it all over my Facebook page. We have a cool venue now, like the coolest ever. I was scared to leave the museum because I love the museum, but we've outgrown the museum. We have moved to a venue that is being built from the ground up. The Music Hall Amphitheater. And I've been giving updates on it every day. And so today we're going to go do another update. So that's where I'm going when I leave here. And so it's on June 19th, the award show at the Music Hall Amphitheater. You can go to the Music Hall website and get your tickets. Now on June the 1st, I hear that there will not be any restrictions on venues. But you might want to go get your tickets. But it's going to be a fabulous event. But we kick off on the 17th with a commemorative baseball game. It is the 102nd year of the Negro League.
Oh, my goodness.
The Detroit Stars, the 102nd year of the Detroit Stars, the 100th year of the Negro League. And we are kicking it off with a commemorative baseball game with baseball players and on the Detroit Stars and Detroit Stars family members. But on the Detroit Diplomats is your own elected officials statewide that will be playing against some baseball players. Who do y'all think gonna win? Yeah. But at the end of the night, we're doing something called the Black Athlete Ball. And athlete is the key word because there will be athletes there. But it's bow ties and high tops. Ooh. Yes. So we will talk more about that next Friday. But expect an update on Facebook today when we go down there and see. Woo, like they had the furniture and everything in there.
I can't wait. That's
yes.
amazing. That's
like they have the furniture. Like it's just to watch it being built from the ground up, and we're one of the first organizations to use it. And it's going to be so awesome. And yes, we have grown. This is the 9th year, definitely. 8th annual. And it's so beautiful. It's something that we actually built from the ground up. It didn't exist. This is an organization. Right.
This is history.
That's history. So we will be history. Karen is there. And then we also have something else coming up because we have probably about 1 minute. I have finally got the courage to release my first book.
Yes.
Which I have written about 6-7 books. And I just sit on them. And it's called Changing Your Mindset Changes Your Stars. This is something that I have experienced. This is my life, and I've really changed the landscape of my life by changing my mindset and how I view mean girls and how I view negative situations and changing it around to benefit myself. This book is very personal. It is a workbook. So there are exercises that I've used to become me that you can use. Like they're powerful exercises. So it is a workbook. It's different. It's not a book that's 100 and something pages where you ain't going to want to read it. You can read this quick, but you will do the exercises and they will change your life. I can guarantee you because they're changed me in so many ways. So any more last words, ladies? See us next Friday on Politics with the Princess.
You know the vibes.
What's the vibe? Oh, we have our candy here too all the time. I think we're still live.
We are still live.